Hi, it's Wendy. Apparently I didn't push record. Um, when you last left, I was picking out the paper for the different pages. So I'm going to very quickly show you how I did these pages. You remember this was 6 3/4 by 10 1/2. We scored at 6 3/4, and it's not. Okay, so we scored at 6 3/4. This one, put it in at 7 3/4. Score 1/2 inch on 3 sides. Tab the corners. Oh, that really didn't do. Look at that one, it's going all over the place. Okay. I can do my 1/2 inch on here. Alright, I didn't score that very well. I was in a hurry. Slow down. Alright. There it went. So now we're going to just take off the corners like this. Do that. Do that. And then this is going to be folded. And guess I'll have to make another video. Just like that. Now, on this part, you fold up the pocket. This is the pocket. I have here 2 pieces of cardstock. That are 1 3/4, so I'm gonna, or 1 1/2. I'm gonna score at 3/4 of an inch. And they are about 3 1/4 inches long. I think in my other ones I did 2 1/2. And I've got my stub. Just going to do it on one side. Fold these like this. Now, normally I would put my paper on here. And because I stuffed these, I put my paper on first. Then I took and I added these to the sides like this. Notice I'm just doing one side. I'm doing the side that I punched. Kind of center that. And go down. There you go. Okay. I didn't glue it in the back yet. So this adds a decoration that you can see on these pockets here, right here. Okay. That's how I did that decoration. Now, I then papered the inside of this, and I didn't take my paper all the way down. I just did it about 4 inches because I knew, because this is 3 inches right here, or 3 1/2, or 3 3/4. So I did it down 4 inches, and that's plenty. So once I covered that, Then I took and I put a little glue on here, and I wasn't too worried about getting it to the edge and everything because I've got more stuff to add to it. Now, this is a piece of Tyvek. I recycle it from envelopes that I receive. My sister saves me some from the envelopes they receive. Depending upon which side you put this on the back of this, will determine whether you have the pocket in the front or you have the plain side in the front. I went with the pocket in the front. So basically when I turned it over, I put my Tyvek on the right hand side. And this is just a 3/4 inch piece, approximately 6 inches. It doesn't have to go all the way to the top and the bottom. You want it more in the center because that is where your holes are going to be. Just like that. Then I took and I papered my back. And then I attached these together, and all I did to attach them was I start at the bottom. I add glue. I hold this like this like this, making sure the pocket's at the top. And then I just match them up. I miscut this, but that's all right. I just match them up like that. Then I open this up. Now normally before I start to glue, I give all these folds a hard burnish, just so they lay flat. And then I put some more glue here. This is just a prototype one, so not too worried about the glue. But I make sure that the glue goes to the edges without going over. And then I just bring this up and I use bulldog clips. Usually 3 will work. Okay. So, because I know I want my pocket in the front, my Tyvek should be, when I'm looking at my pocket, my Tyvek should now be on my left-hand side. And once this is dry, to get the holes to match, this is why I make the covers first. Though you could make the pages first just to cut the holes out yet. I take the cover, I line one page up, making sure the Tyvek side is where my holes are. I line it up where I want it. Again, I clip it, and that's so it doesn't move. And I mark where these holes are in the grommets. So I have my holes here, and need my power punch because I've got there's a lot of paper. Once you get this, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, about 7 layers of paper. By the time you go to punch it, doing it this way. So then I just line it up, centered it, punch my hole, and then because I have that tie back in there, I'm going to take this one apart. See, by making it 3/4 of an inch, the hole goes through the tie back, and that way you don't have to worry about it ripping. Mittens, thank you for the visit. Yes, I love you too, but I'm busy right now. Go on, go on, go on, go, go. No, you've had plenty. Go on. Okay, so let's put the cover back on this one so you can see how I decorated it. I haven't decorated the cover first because I'm going to cut out, I think I got some thickers. I'm going to put recipes up here. You see I got the farmhouse. I added this windmill here, and it's not all the way down so I can slide a card. And I decorated all the pockets. I put a thumb notch in. Again, this is not all the way glued down, so a recipe card could go behind it. There's 4 of these tags that I've added. This is milk and cream. I think it turned out quite nice. Despite my video issue. But that's basically how I make the page and get it ready for punching. But like I said, I usually make the covers first because I use them as my template, because then I can match the pages exactly where I want them to fall. Now, some people say, well, this book is all wiggly in that. Yes, it is. If you are worried about that, take about an inch piece of chipboard, cover it, punch 2 holes so that they're about 1/4 of an inch in from the sides. You can make it 1.5 inches if you're worried about that. Then you can make it 3/8 of an inch in. And then you can put these through and it will stabilize it a little bit. But I like doing these because then when people get recipes from other people, all they do is they punch a couple holes, open this up, and add it to them. And with the 2-inch ring, you can see there's a lot of room in there. And I'll be adding my handmade recipe cards that I designed to it. These things will have 1. These pockets, these front pockets will have 2. Each of these will have a fold over like a card that will have 4. So you're looking at 24, 36, about 42, 44. 44 recipes in here. I could, and actually it's more than that because these are double-sided. So there's 4 in here and 4 in here. So that's 8 times 6 is 48. And then the 6 that will go here behind these is 54. So 56 recipes when I put my recipe cards in there. So that's a lot. And then you've got plenty of room for other ones. And I can, you know, if somebody came to me and said, hey, I bought this recipe book from you, can you make me some more pages? I probably can. I don't know if they'll have the same paper, but I can add some paper to make it look nice. So thank you for watching despite the video issue, and that you all have a great night. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.